Hi everyone, Moriarty here from Bandit Gang. I've been playing around with the idea of making short, hopefully easily digestible videos about some of the lore of the cards in Gwent, chiefly ones that someone coming from The Witcher 3 might not already know. I've learned a lot from researching these areas, and since I spend so much time talking about it with my chat on Twitch, I thought these videos could be fun. If you'd like to come by my Twitch or hang out in the Discord, there'll be links below. But let's get right to the first topic of these lore blasts, as I like to call them. And of course, there'll be spoilers in this video for the Sword of Destiny and potentially other works within, so be careful. Freixenet. You hear his name pronounced in all kinds of ways, but if we take it like the famous wine, we would say it like Freixenet. We meet Freixenet in Sapkowski's The Sword of Destiny, where Geralt finds him initially wounded in the forests of Brokilon. Sometime in his past, he was the Baron of Ham, until after an encounter with an unnamed woman results in Freixenet being cursed to take the shape of a seafaring bird, a cormorant. In The Sword of Destiny, it's written, "It's destiny," he, Freixenet, repeated. "It must have been, written up there that we'd meet again, Witcher. That you'd save my skin again. Remember people talked about it in Ham after you lifted that bird curse from me. What chance, damn it. If it hadn't been for you, I'd probably still be a cormorant."
"You are a cormorant?"
Ciri cried in excitement.
"A real cormorant? A bird?"
"Yes," Freixenet coughed. "Where was I? When I was cursed in Ham, were it not for you, Geralt, I would have remained a cormorant till the end of my days. I'd be flying around the lake, shitting on tree branches, deluding myself that the shirt made of nettle fibres stubbornly woven by my dear sister would save me." Geralt delights in informing Freixenet that his story has been expanded upon and exaggerated with future retellings. He has been given 10 additional brothers, who were also transformed into birds, and bards felt cormorants weren't romantic enough, and thus he was changed to a swan instead. And although he doesn't experience any visually striking long-term side effects, Freixenet does confess to a lingering love of fish, often raw. In The Sword of Destiny, Ciri, as a child, flees to the forests of Brokilon to escape the arranged marriage of herself and Prince Kistrin. Freixenet pursued her into the forest to try and bring her back, as it was feared her disappearance would be blamed on the king, and the Lioness of Cintra would dissolve her support as Nilfgaard loomed, or worse still, attack the land of Verdun herself. When Geralt entered Brokilon seeking a meeting with Lady Aithne, he found Freixenet gravely wounded, cowering by a stump. "Be quiet, Freixenet, or you'll choke on your blood. You have a punctured lung, a pox on it. I have to get you out of here. What the bloody hell were you doing in Brokilon? It's Dryad territory, their sanctuary. No one gets out of here alive. I can't believe you didn't know that." After an encounter with the Dryads, namely Dunca and Brienne, Freixenet was separated from Geralt, and the pair were led to the heart of Brokilon separately. Whilst Geralt ended up tending to Ciri with Brienne, Freixenet was treated and healed by the Dryads with their particular brand of medicine. This, of course, saved his life. But when the time came for Lady Aithne to decide what to do with him, this put her in a bind. She would not merely kill him, as they had spent the time to heal him, but she would not just let him go without a price. So instead, she had a different use for him.
"That man with the appearance of a bear.
The Dryad stopped smiling and looked at Freixenet.
Is he your friend? Have you children?"
She finally asked.
"I'm talking to you, blockhead."
"Hey?
I trust I expressed myself clearly."
I'm not..." Freixenet hummed and coughed. "I'm not married."
"Your marital status is of little concern to me. What interests me is whether you're capable of mustering anything from your sweaty loins. By the great tree, have you ever made a woman with a child?"
Yes, my lady, but..." Aithne waved a hand carelessly and turned towards Geralt.
"He shall stay in Brokilon,"
she said,
"until he's fully healed and little longer. Afterwards, he may go wherever he so wish."
"What the... Am I to become a stud?"
"You would be allowed to leave. One of the few humans who could, in exchange for a few Dryad children."
The prospect, much like Fry and Zap in Futurama, of Amazonian intercourse, excited Freixenet, but Geralt had a stark warning for him. Do as you're told, don't get handsy, speak when spoken to, and don't do anything of your own initiative. Not his exact words, but the point was clear. There was no love here, no affection. Give them what they want, do as they say, leave alive. Still, this didn't dampen his spirits. In regards to Sapkowski's self-stated canon works, this is largely where Freixenet's story ends. However, with Gwent, it gets a little more interesting. Sapkowski wrote another story, a follow-up to his works for his friends, the subject of which is Geralt and Yennefer's wedding. He himself doesn't consider this canon, but merely a fun extra, so strictly speaking, if you're a lore purist, this isn't relevant. However, where it gets interesting is that in this story, Freixenet arrives with his wife, Brienne, and his children, Morin, Cirilla, Mona, Eifne, and Kashka. He is known now as Freixenet of Brokilon, and he and Brienne, despite Geralt's prior warning, have fallen in love. The reason this is relevant and important to Gwent is Freixenet's flavour text on his card, which says, "He was only meant to be a breeding stud to her, but in the end, they fell in love, regardless." So as far as Gwent is concerned, this is Gwent canon, or at the very least CDPR canon, which I personally think is great. I like this ending for his story. What do you guys think? Is it improved this way? Or do you prefer how it ends in Sapkowski's canon story and not his non-canon one? Let me know, and if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to Bandit Gang for more. I've been Moriarty UK, thank you for your time and your company. Goodbye.
And we're doing another giveaway for a subscription to the Bandit Gang YouTube channel, and the winner is... Oh, exciting! Woo! The winner is you! Woohoo! You just activate that subscription down below. Congrats!